What's up and welcome back. I'm John Stark from MacTheMovieGuy.com, and I'm not really sure what this is. Somebody asked me they needed me to remember a couple of words, and I was like, okay, so uh, red, horse, door, chair. Got it. Okay, what year is it? 2024. Got it. Wait a minute, where am I? What's going on? Oh no. Am I on AMC Plus? Oh no. Is this Orphan Black Echoes? Why is there no audio description? Where am I? There's no audio description. I don't know where I am. It's basically the opening of the series, so I just get to do that for you. I'm really happy about that. Except for instead of asking, she's like, she doesn't know who she is. And you go into the whole thing. Anyway, Orphan Black Echoes is a new show now on AMC Plus, and as you might have gathered, it's totally inaccessible for blind people. Thanks, AMC Plus. And AMC Plus has no problem doing this, by the way. They consistently release their stuff without audio description. They're basically just like, blind people aren't going to watch this. Meanwhile, like, blind people have been clamoring for years. They're like, can you please, for the love of holy God, put audio description on The Walking Dead? One of the most watched shows of all time has no audio description. One of the shows where they're like, yeah, we're all about inclusivity. Look, we have a deaf cast member. Look at us. Give us praise for our inclusivity. As much as I love Lauren Ridloff, you realize I've never fully been able to appreciate her performance because her entire time on The Walking Dead, I was blind. So, like, the whole time Connie was there, somebody was like, I was either watching with a friend, which I did a lot. I watched The Walking Dead. I used to have like a community, we watched Walking Dead. Anyway, and somebody would tell me what Connie was doing or whatever. But I've never actually been able to enjoy her performance because she's deaf and doesn't speak. So, what the hell? And now I'm in Orphan Black, and this is this whole thing about where people don't know who they are, and they're like copies, and they're like weird these jumps. So we're in some sort of a facility, and this one girl, she doesn't know who she is, and somebody comes in the room. She's like, "Who are you?" And I was like, "I don't know, girl. I can't help you out. I can't see him. You just run, just run." You know? I hear somebody like running through the hallways, like heavy panting, but there's like no dialogue. It's like it's like my whole scene. And finally, there gets to be like in a completely different other thing where there's like a girl and she's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry we had to move out of the city." He's like, "Oh, I hope you're okay now that we live out in the middle of nowhere." I know, I'm sorry. I didn't feel comfortable in the city. Well, now we're out here. She like walks in front of a car and she's at the hospital and she's like, "Can you tell me if I've had a cut before?" I'm like, "Girl, I don't know what is going on in this series. This series needs uh, I heard my sister was at the hospital." I was like, "I don't know who you are. Your voice is creepy. Obviously, that's the point of you and why you were cast, is that you have an instant villain voice." Uh, instant villain. Um, yeah, so Orphan Black was really popular back in the day and launched the career of Tatiana Maslany. Obviously, they're trying to recreate that. I'm totally on board. This is Kristen Ritter. Uh, I'm such a fan. First of all, I loved Don't Trust the Bitch in Apartment 23. Love that show. And I say it too. That, you say the word. We're adults. Uh, and then she was amazing in Jessica Jones. And I stand by the fact she absolutely deserved an Emmy nomination for Jessica Jones. But, you know, her being on Jessica Jones at the time was kind of like a bias still against that kind of thing. Against, superhero shows, geek shows, nerd shows were really hard to break through. I feel like if Jessica Jones dropped today, she'd be in the Best Actress race. Like, if that performance was out today, she would be in the Best Actress race, hands down. But unfortunately, it was a few years ago, and she was excellent. And so when I found out that she's the star of Orphan Black Echoes, it's like, I really want to get into this. I really do. It's so hard to follow. Like with the whole copies of people, I think she plays like multiple people. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think that was what the thing of Tatiana Maslany's character in Orphan Black was. That she had like different identities. And if that's going to happen to Kristen Ritter, it's going to be really hard to follow. In the supporting cast, we also have Keely Haas, who is excellent in It's a Sin. I don't know where she is in this. The only reason I know that is because I looked her up on IMDb. I don't know what character she plays. I don't know where she is in the series. No fucking idea. She was excellent in It's a Sin, though. I do want to say that. Because it was one of those things that when I saw her name next to, as like second billing, she's like second billing on IMDb. I was like, oh, Keely Haas. I was like, why do I know that name? I feel like I love this person. And I clicked on it and I was like, It's a Sin. I was like, I do love this person. She was phenomenal in It's a Sin. Just a really great performance. So, I want to like this series. I do. Sadly, there's no audio description. So, it's unwatchable. But it's probably always going to be unwatchable. I don't know if I'm going to recap this. I'm probably not. I just wanted to get this first out there. I obviously can't do the whole series because I don't have the whole series. But this is just another example of AMC Plus just not caring about audio description, and AMC and whatever, just putting it out there. So yeah, it would be great if you guys could, I don't know, use audio description. It's so weird because they, with AMC Plus, they have the IFC films. A lot of those films have audio description. I've heard some of those audio description tracks. I have Late Night with the Devil right now. I've heard that audio description track. I reviewed Late Night with the Devil with audio description. So imagine if they actually just acquired the audio description, plus took the time to actually put audio description for their originals. They would be just right on par. They could play with other streaming services. Right now they're never going to be a major. They're always going to be a mini. And in the streaming wars, it's not good to be a mini. In the streaming wars, you're never going to get the subscription count of other streaming services. So, especially considering I know what AMC Plus charges per month, and it is trying to play like it's a major, but you are not a major. The other streaming services I pay less for that have more audio description because you have none. So obviously that's not really hard to do. Dude, Tubi has audio description and it's free. So get your life together. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'm like I said, I'm already recapping like House of the Dragon, Acolyte, and The Boys. So I don't see myself doing this on a weekly basis. Maybe. We'll see. I do get early access to it because I have AMC Plus, so I don't have to wait for the live airing. But anyway, I'll see you guys on the other side.